There's a circle of fifths right here on your piano in plain sight. In this video, I will show you how I discovered this and mapped it onto paper. If you follow me through this process, or even try to make one yourself, you will have a greater understanding of how the circle of fifths works and why it is important. So, one day, I started playing the intervals going up in fifths, and I found that all 12 keys were represented within the range of the 88 note piano. Starting with C in the middle of the piano, you can move to the right to find all sharp keys, and to the left to find all the flat keys. So let's try it. Let's start by going right. So here's C, G, D, A, E, B, and here's where a lot of people get caught. It's not F natural, it's F sharp. You have to go scale wise. Make sure it sounds like a fifth. Okay, let's go back down to C and we can find F, B flat, E flat, A flat, and finally D flat. See what I mean? All 12 keys just about fit into the piano. So in order to make our circle of fifths, we need to get a long strip of white paper, lay it out on the piano like this, and mark out each note going up in fifths from C. And then going down in fifths from C, just like this. Next, we lengthen each line, making sure it is square. Then we need to add the fold marks. So we are dealing with a circle, and that is 360 degrees. And there are 12 keys for the 12 folds. So what is 360 divided by 12? 30 degrees. So using a protractor, we mark 15 degrees on either side of the line, giving us 30 degrees in total. Then we need to fold along all lines. Finally, we fold the excess into the back and bring the two halves together and staple each one. For the very last one, you need to be sure that you make it the same size as the others. Now you add visible lines for each section. And add in an inner part for the minor keys. Okay, let's add the key names so that they are visible next to the penciled in version from earlier. Let's add the minor keys. The minors are always 2 steps of the scale down from the major. Da, da, da. Finally, we are going to add in the sharps and flats. Remember, we add sharps going right and flats going left. Now, the series can best be remembered, I think, with this simple mnemonic for the sharps. Father Charles goes down and ends battle. And the same one works backwards for flats. Battle ends and down goes Charles' father. I love this because it makes sense both ways, and some of the mnemonics don't. So it looks lovely, but here's the question: how do you use the thing? Well, the thing is that music tends to move in fifths, particularly chord progressions, like the classic 2-5-1 in jazz. B minor, E7, A major 7, for instance.
I've got you
In I've Got You Under My Skin. Or in I Will Survive, the original key.
First I was afraid, I was petrified. Kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. Then I spent so many nights thinking how you done me wrong, and I grew strong. I learned how to get along. An old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
You'll notice that you have to get off the roundabout at some point. Except if you are Stevie Wonder and you are a genius.
But I'll go where
In
I
They Won't Go When I Go, he does a run of
to
sevenths
go.
that covers each degree.
So long away from tears.
Another way to use the circle of fifths is that you can see which chord to use in whatever key you are playing in. There are 6 usable chords that come out of the major scale, and those are 1 major, 2 minor, 3 minor, 4 major, 5 major, and 6 minor. We don't talk about the diminished. It's just not used. Not in popular music. Just go to the key you want to play and use the section on either side, and you'll have them all. In the key of C, for instance, it is C, F, and G, 1, 4, and 5. And then their relative minors, A minor, D minor, and E minor, 6 minor, 2 minor, and 3 minor. Phew, well, that's everything. I would love to know what you think of all this. Let me know in the comments. And if you've gotten value from this, please use the 3 dots and hit the super thanks button and give me a tip. Alright guys, take care of yourselves until the next time, and thanks.